Welcome to the Michigan Golfer Show. Join us each week as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great game.
Phyllis Barone, Michigan Golfer TV. We're here at Eagle Crest Resort with one of my favorite people who I can listen to for days on end. And, you know, we do interview a lot of people, Shirley, and you're one of my favorites.
Well, thank you. I'm sure glad to be here, and I'm glad I'm your favorite. It's just beautiful to see this great facility that Eastern Michigan has, the Eagle Crest Golf Facility, and a true championship course, and fun to see and fun to play on. And today we had a wonderful group of people supporting women's golf here at Eastern Michigan, and I was so happy to see the support that's coming forth for our future LPGA maybe players, and for our future amateurs at golf. And we have a great golf program. Hopefully maybe someone listening will think about coming to Eastern to be on the women's golf team.
Just like you were back in the day, right, Shirley?
Well, no, not really. There was no golf. I had to make my own way because we weren't supposed to play individual sports when I started in competition. At Eastern Michigan, we were supposed to do intramural sports, and and team sports were in. So my competition I kind of did on my own, and I was very excited and pleased that I won the National Collegiate, but I wasn't really honored for doing so because I wasn't supposed to play individual sports. So,
But you just got your E, didn't you, recently?
Oh gosh, it only took 67 years, and I got it the other day. And the E is not for Eastern; it's for effort.
Which we know you put a lot into it, because we won't tell anybody how old you are.
Well, I'm 82. No, I'm not 82. I'm 92. I see. I forget. You get old, you forget all those extra years. But I just ordered a set of junior clubs, and because they're lighter, I'm going to be able to swing them faster, and I'll still be able to power the ball out there, maybe 185 yards off the tee. And
yeah, but didn't you do that today? You said you hit hit the longest drive for a team.
The coach's mother, I hit her ball, and they used that ball on the hole. That was the longest drive and the straightest drive.
See, there you go.
Proud of that. I just picked her club out of the bag, and I thought, oh, please, God, let me hit it. And it went straight down the middle. Wow. And
You don't need those junior clubs, Shirley.
Oh, well, I think they're going to help me because I'll play more instead of just once a week. I play 9 holes, and I still teach and coach whom I want, when I want. And I'm so happy to have had my endowment start with Susan and Paul Rayleigh, who put up an insurance policy to start my endowment, Shirley Spork Golf Endowment here. And over 20 years in my work and raising funds, I've brought it up to $100,000. So
That's fabulous.
I'm proud of that. I'm really proud.
Well, Shirley, now you are one of the 2 founding members that are still with us today, and we understand one of your very dear friends, Marilyn, recently passed. So can you tell us a little bit how do you feel about, being just the only 2 now? And I know you were very close with Marilyn.
The bell is ringing. I don't want to hear it too loud yet.
We don't either.
A bell is ringing up there, and I'll be with them, not too far down the road. But Marilyn and I, in the beginnings of the tour, we kind of traveled together. Marilyn had the company gave her a car, so I got hitch a ride free, and whomever was driving, the other person wrote thank you notes to the people to where we just came from. So we learned, and our parents taught us to say thank you. And today it's a lot easier. You don't have to write it and mail it. You can just email it or cell phone it or put it on.
But Shirley, I think that takes out the personalization, don't you think, from back then?
But people don't have time to open mail, and they don't have time to answer the phone. So therefore, you have to stay with the cyber world. And I've been lucky to be able to transform myself into having a computer and having a cell phone and answering a lot of mail every day and trying to keep up with what's going on. I don't want to fossilize, so I just try to keep moving and try to think, make my brain think a little bit, and think back. I'm very fortunate to have a good memory, and I can think back about all the good things that have happened in my life and the people that have helped me. And my mentor, Joey Ray, said, "You can do it." But until someone told me I could do it, I wasn't good. I thought all those other people at the top were the best, and I was just down here. But when I was told I could do it, I began to play better and started winning better, winning some events. So,
Well, you've certainly accomplished so much in your lifetime, Shirley, and I think women's golf in general. I mean, we appreciate you and we appreciate everything that you've done for the game.
well, I'm just so proud of having been a founder of the teaching division, of which we have 1,800 members, and we also now have a global section in our organization, and we're established a wonderful junior LPGA junior golf program, and golf is on the up now, and we're playing less, but we're playing more. Does that make sense? We're playing less, but we're playing more, meaning we're playing more 9 holes instead of 18, and we can play more times, take less time, but play more times. And I think that's a good thing for adults to think about with their kids, that we can go out and play 9 holes, or maybe even just 6 holes, but go out there and have fun, and it creates a patience, it creates honor. Be honest, keep your score, and go by the rules, and make friendships, and it gives you a little base of operation other than just your daily life of work and study and recreation. Is good.
Well, you know, Shirley, I remember we interviewed some of the gals, I think it was a couple of years ago, and they all said that they would not date anybody unless they played golf. So what I tell them, especially my nieces, and I say, you know what, before you marry the guy, take him out on the course, don't you think?
Right, that's good idea. But don't beat him.
Oh, come on, Shirley, that's not fun. We like to beat the boys once in a while.
Oh, right, but it was nice yesterday to watch the men's senior, and Julie Inkster and Annika Sorenstam and Pat Bradley, Nancy Lopez played, and they played with some senior men, and they were out hitting Nicholas and Player, and Jack Nicholas said he really appreciated Annika, and he gave some good comments to the lady pros, and it was fun to watch them play a scramble at the men's senior event. And I think Julie Inkster's team won. They were 7 under par for 9 holes in the scramble.
That's awesome. Well, you know, Shirley, we were just talking earlier about the rules. Do you think that the change in the rules now has helped increase the speed of play at all?
Well,
or some of them at least?
Basically, keeping the flag in the hole for long putts is good, yes. But a short putt, you don't want to leave it in the hole because there's not enough room in the hole, and if you don't hit it exactly perfect, it won't go in the hole. But they're saying that if your ball reaches the edge and it's kind of leaning in the hole, it counts. It doesn't have to go to the bottom anymore. I didn't know that till I read that the other day. It helps people that can't get out of sand bunkers because they can take the ball out and add 2 and hit the ball. Right. They don't have to go chop, chop, chop in the sand. They can maybe go and take a lesson from an LPGA teacher and learn how to get out of the sand. But other rules you still have local rules, and if you play any tournament golf, you must remember to check the local rules before you play the golf course, because they're different than the national rules. And I think the LPGA and the PGA also have a few of their own rules about raking the bunker and who attends a pin and how far you have to stay. You know, they hold a pin on an angle. I don't like that too much. I like it to be straight, but they can't step within 3 feet of the hole. The caddy can't put his feet near the hole. That's why they do that, stand so funny. But
well, that's interesting, Shirley. So you're saying if somebody plays in a tournament, let's just say here at Eagle Crest, and the tournament itself might have their own rules?
Well, yeah, you might have a guy wire that goes across a fairway, and if your ball hits it, you get a free drop. That's not in the rule book. It's just a local rule there.
Okay.
Or there's a cart path, and there's a drop area, and they have a circle, and when you hit it in the water, you're supposed to go to that circle. So it all depends on the golf courses. See, there are no two golf courses alike in the whole world. There are no two holes alike. They've tried to copy some of the holes, but they're not exactly the same.
Maybe in heaven there is.
Right, maybe they are. Maybe they're flat and the hole's this big.
Right.
Yeah. It's interesting. We had a tournament where we used a sod cutter hole, which was 3 times the size of a regular hole. And everybody played short. And when the hole is bigger, you can hit it harder because it's going to go in. And everybody played short because your eye optics.
Interesting.
It was interesting to see the difference. And if you practice putting using a small jack ball or something smaller than a golf ball, and you hit the golf ball, then you hit a little ball, then you hit a golf ball, then a little ball, when you look at the hole, it's going to change perspective in your eye vision, and it's good to be able to adjust your eye, what you see and what you're going to do. And it's like now with a great big driver head, and the ball is small and the head's big, and having something big gives you more assurance that you're going to hit it. If it was in the reverse of that, and the ball was big and the head was small, that would be different, you know. So the eye optics have a lot to do with it, but most of the time, people do not take enough time to line up and aim at something, and they hit a good shot, but they were aiming in the rough, or they were aiming out of bounds. They didn't line up correctly. So it's just like if I took a little BB gun to shoot at a little target, and I just picked it up and went bing, 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 and I didn't aim at the target, it wouldn't get there. So if I've got something in my hand, I have to aim that object to where I want to go. It's important to do that. So.
Right. Well, you know, Shirley, I was here today, you were here, we had a great time, and of course I'm sporting my Eastern Michigan shirt that, you know, I just love and I'm going to wear forever. I might even sleep in it. So tell us, like, next year how, you know, people, this is going to be an ongoing thing, so people can participate, right?
Yeah, sure is, definitely. They must do that to raise funds to help these girls be able to, they have 2 trips a year, and one is to Florida and one is to Arizona. Okay. And to take 6 players and the coach costs a lot of money to fly all over those places and stay, and so their budget, you know, they just have so much budget every year, and they're in the something Valley League. They're not Division 1 or 2. They're in some Valley League, and they finished really nicely this year. They finished in the top, in number 4 position, right. And next year they're going to move up to 2nd.
And they have a new coach, Stephanie, and she's wonderful.
Stephanie Jennings, and she has her PGA credentials, and she taught at Meadowbrook Country Club, and she's got a family herself, and understands children, and she's going to...
She has more patience than you do, that's what I heard.
Pardon?
She has more patience than you do.
Yes, more patience, right. Patience of different you have to, I know when I used to take friends and we'd go out with to play on my golf course, and when I was in Vermont in the mountains, and I'd take a whole sack of balls, and when they hit it and it went in the rough and the trees, I'd just throw another ball down and tell them to hit another one. I said, I'm not going to look for your golf ball. We're going to move. We've got to keep moving. Got to keep going. She said, oh, my goodness, if you play with Shirley, she'll make you hit it out of the golf cart.
Is that a Sporkism?
Yeah, that's a Spork. Keep moving.
Well, good, Shirley. We're always a pleasure seeing you. We look forward to you coming back here many more years. We don't care how old you are. You're going to hang with us for many more. So we will see you next year, and we will continue to support women's golf.
See you in the fall when they have their Shirley Spork Invitational here, which is in October.
Oh, okay. We'll be there. We'll be here for that. Yep.
I hope to be here, and I hope to see a lot of people come out and watch them play.
Well, we'll be here for sure.
They have great skills, and they hit the ball well, and they're cute looking, and the guys should come out. And maybe
wear those white short skirts, right?
Yeah. Thanks, fellas.
Oh, thanks for being with us, Shirley. Always a pleasure.
Bye-bye.